Let's take a few breaths. Oops, I forgot to, hold on, forgot to plug you in. Do you hear me now? You hear me? Okay, good. Take a few breaths up, inhaling. And good. Keep going. I'm going to tilt my screen up just the tiniest bit. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now the arms are going to go forward when you lift up. So are your arms. Your heels are heavy. Lift up. So are your arms. Good. Inhale and exhale. So this is a wide squat. And Karen, we did some breathing with the arms up so you can wake up your body and then go into the second position squat. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in and out. And if you can, breathe in through your nose. You can even flow through your fingers on this. 2. Now we're going to stay low, and it's this little bounce. So just take 10 little bounces like you're on one of the fit balls. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring it back up. Take the calf raises up and down, up and down. Now both heels are lifting up and down, and 4 and down, 5. Good. Keep going. I'm going to take off one layer. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now your knees are soft. 12, 13, 14, 15. Now a slight turn out, open up to dégagé, which just means the foot disengages from the floor. But as you warm up, go higher. 4, towards the big kick. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. Lift. It's okay if you have to start with a little bit of a low kick, and then as you get warmed up, you can take it higher. 5, point and flex. 6, 7, 8, 9. Now it's a little warmer, so let's get that leg up higher if you can. 1. Another little challenge could be that your foot stays off the floor the whole time. 4, 5, 6, the leg could be higher. 7, 8, building leg strength. 9, now 10 on the other. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to go out to the side, totally different frontal plane. Your body will shift on this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now to the rear. Now this one, your body will be pitched forward a bit. Kick. 10, hip extension. 9, 8, both knees are long. 7, the glute, hip, hamstrings where you're lifting. Your low back doesn't get any more low arched than usual. Now we're going to take 10 on the other side. 10, 9, there you go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now a normal chair squat. So heels are about shoulder width apart. Your weight goes back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now you're going to sit, lift up a leg and kick. Sit, lift up a thigh and kick. Sit, lift up a leg and extend. Good. Inhale, there's a pattern which helps keep our brain healthy. So sitting and lift. Sitting. Now your body's going to try to lean back, but you're going to try to just lift with the hip flexor here so that your body doesn't lean back. Kick. Kick. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now we're going to go out to the side, then have a seat. Out to the side, have a seat. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And 6 and 5. Good. I like how you're listening to your body. Do it at your own pace. 4, 3, 2. Now on the 1, you're going to find a wall or a roller that you can just use for balance. Wrap one foot behind the other. Go up and down. Calf raise. 10 on one side. Each toe gets separate weight. Now 10 on the other. If the bones of your feet, the metatarsals, are getting sensitive, you can roll up your mat a second time underneath the toe bones. 8, 9. Now 10 on the other. This is a second set of the first foot. Now 10 on the other. And then the third set on the first foot. 10 each set, or the best you can do. Now 10 on the other foot. And then nice. And then bring it up. This is a little balance. So lift up for your right leg and kick out 10 times. Try to stay upright. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now that foot comes down. Lift up your other leg about 90 degrees and kick 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Deep hip flexor. 3, 2, and 1. Now inner thigh cross. So take your inner thigh, take your leg across the body, inner thigh lift. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, keep going, 8, 9. Now the other leg does an inner thigh cross. It's a slight external rotation. It's like your instep or your arches leading the way. You could challenge yourself by trying to stay off the floor with that foot the whole time. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now draw circles. So the option is that you leave your arms like you're hugging a tree. I know you can also add this on if you feel good. A bigger circle is going to be harder. This leg's also working. 5. The neck is not working. So you're soft in the neck. Same leg, go the opposite way. A challenge could be keep your foot off the floor the whole time. Now we're going to do 10 on the other foot. Lift, big circle, bigger. Yep, a little challenge, bigger, long knees, but soft on that support knee. See if you can take 10 the other way. And wonderful. Now have a seat in a squat. Now, so I guess when I say have a seat, squat pose. both legs are working and your quads are working, not your knees, so your weight's back. If you would like to add on, you lift up a foot and you try to balance on one foot. If that's not working out or you prefer to keep both feet down, please do. It's going to be a 20 count. You might soften your neck by looking down a bit. Whoops. Inhale. Now, as you stand, get your blood pressure settled. Take the other one, have a seat, lift up that foot, tilt your head down a little so you don't have that neck tension. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, come up. Now, we're going to do a squat, both feet as a primary. Yep, time to take a sip in it too. Okay, you know this move, and this is our comeback move. Now, I'm going to offer that you lift up a foot. You do, even if it's just 2 inches of a squat, you're training that one leg all by itself. It's okay if you want to modify with the other foot down. The idea is this knee gets its own training. The knee tracks with the second toe. It's very common. I'll see one knee doesn't track as easily. It tends to want to go medial. So we're doing 10 in a range of motion that's safe for you. Now your other foot comes down. You shift your weight, but your pelvis stays stable. Good, just do the weight you can, or the bend you can. 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to do a little shake. It's an informal knocking on the door of life. It's a Qigong move to release tension. And then we're going to add on. Let's grab a sip though. Cheryl, I like that you took a sip. So grab a sip. And then go to right leg balance. Left leg lengthens. Now, if you can, go towards parallel to the floor. If you can't, just do the diagonal. Once you're there, the leg that's in the air, you can do 10 hamstring curls while maintaining balance. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you're going to take the other foot, hinge. Now, once you're there, you could take 10 curls. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now gently come back up. Take one more knock on the tree of life. We're going to take a sip and go to a downward facing dog. So when you're ready, you'll take a sip. Go meet me at a downward facing dog. Tilt your camera if you need to. Good, Polly? Tilt it down. Good. And then downward facing dog. Walk it out. Neck is soft. Yeah. Both heels can lift and lower. Now we're going to lift the heels and then articulate through the lower back, middle back, upper back. Up dog, Tuck the chin, articulate through the spine and go back, lift, up, inhale, and exhale. Up, articulate. If you get tired, if you'd like a modification, you can always do a cat-cow. One more. Hold the down dog for 10. Now lower the shins, go to the forearms, the plank pose, hold. Pull the belly in, act like you're trying to pull your arms towards your feet and your feet towards your arms. Now side plank. Good, looking strong. We're going to do side plank on the other side. All right, go back to a front plank. Now in front plank, we're going to do dolphin, plank, dolphin, plank, dolphin, plank, dolphin, plank. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you can take a child's pose if you'd like. We're also going to head towards our swan. So I'm just changing my side, but you're going to go into a forearm or a hand thoracic extension. So you choose. Shoulders are down, neck is easy. Exhale, lower your torso, lift up both legs. Lower your legs and lift up your torso. Lower your torso and lift your legs. Lift your torso. Lift your legs. Torso. Legs. 2. Hold yourself up. Neck is easy. Yeah. Upper back, elbows are pointing down. Everyone looks good. You feel your triceps here. Lower for a moment and let your arm be a pillow. Lift up both legs and flutter them vertically. So you're swimming laps. Flutter 20-ish times. 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Now rest for a moment. Lift up both legs and tap them together. Inner thigh beats. Neck easy. Knees are off if you can. 10, 8. Now this time leave your toes down and pretend you're going to go breaststroking. You're going to swim, big circle arms. 1. Every time your arms go wide, you also lift. Both hands on the floor and come up again. Nice. And then lower. Nice. Now we're going to flip over to a side plank. Once you're up, Take your elbow underneath your shoulder. Your arm is going to thread. Try to leave your hips the same. Try to leave your legs the same. Now we're going to do that on the other side. So again, elbow underneath your shoulder. We're going to go up and exhale, rotate. Inhale, open. Your arm can go beyond your body at the top. That way you get this little extra shoulder stretch. Now have a seat. Try to lift up your feet and balance on your between your sit bones and your sacrum. Now, if you can, lengthen your knees. Hold 10. Legs can squeeze together. Even if they're in a modified bent, they can squeeze together. Lower. Now catch your feet. Lift up again. You could even try to lengthen the knees this time out to the side. Feel your inner thighs stretching. Bring it in and hold. 10. Now a balance 5 inner thighs in, out, in, out, in, out. One more. Now let your feet touch the floor. And if you would like to do a reverse table, you can lift up here. If you would like to do a reverse plank, you can lift up with long knees. 10. You can also do a bound angle anytime. Good. 5. Inhale. Lower your hips. Hold hands with yourself and massage your arms, your hands in circles. And go the other way. Palms press and they go down. So nice. We're going to head back to our forearm plank. If you would like a sip before we go, grab it. I'm going to grab one. So sip. Forearm plank. And then in the forearm plank, you're going to push your toes back and forth. Your heels go back and then you're forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. 7, 8. Try 5 more for 15, 11. Now rest your pelvis and go up. Hands even higher. Good. Now lower your forearms. Go up to a plank again and hold. The isometric hold is where your elbows really try to go towards your feet and your feet towards your elbows. It's going to make your abs work even harder. 10. Inhale. Now we're going to go to a side plank and let yourself do a paint the ceiling, paint a rainbow. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's hit the other side. Paint a rainbow. Good. 2. Big. You might even try to touch your finger to the floor. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go back. Now on the other side, this time you're going to add a possible tree pose with the foot on the calf or the inner thigh. Hold. 15. Lower. Let's do the other side. Tree. Inhale, lower, you're doing great. Go to the other side. Now I'm going to break this down. The first one is that the arm goes over your ear and then down. 5, 4, 3, 2. I have to adjust my elbow. 2. Now possibly the arm stays there and the knee does 5, 4, 3, 2. Maybe the 2 go together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lower and let's do the other side. Your arm first, 5 pulls. Now your leg 5. Maybe you do them together. Now lower your hips. Now we're going to lower about 20 seconds. When your head touches the floor, your feet go on the floor, go up and down 5 times. If your low back tends to be really sway dominant, you want to really make sure your booty's doing the lift and not your lower back getting too extended. Now, lift up your right leg, leave it up and go up and down. 15 on the left leg, lifts. 4, 5, 6, 7. And your legs just straight up and down on this one like a pencil towards the sky. 5, 4, 3. Now we're going to do the other one and lift the other leg straight up and down. Now your right glute lifts you up and down 15 times. Now your feet are down. Now if you can, lift up your heels. Now stay up in your heels. If you can lift up your right leg while your left heel is still in the air, go up and down with your left heel in the air. 8. Put your right toes down, and the option is lift your left leg with your right heel in the air, go up and down 10 times. Now the left foot comes down, your heels are still in the air if you would like that option, 10 little pulses at the top. Lower, hands behind your head, lift up your shoulder blades, rotate 30 crisscrosses. If you need to rest in the middle, that's okay. 15, 20. Now recover by hugging your legs in. Lift up both legs and put your hands beside your hips and draw corkscrew. This is for the abs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The legs squeeze together. 7, 8, 9. Now take 4 more. 11, 12, 13, 14. Now this time hug your legs in. Lift up your shoulder blades, and if you'd like to add on, lengthen your arms and legs and then hug your shins. Now if this is too hard, you could put your hands behind your head. 3, 4, 5. Another modification is to go more vertical. 6 in the arms and the legs. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now take the feet down, lift up the hips. Let the knees touch while they're in the air and do 10 little pulses of inner thigh bridges. Open up the knees a little wider than your hips and do 10 more. Now lower, lift up your right leg, lengthen your left leg. Now inhale and exhale, switch your scissor legs. If you would like a modification, you can take your hands behind your head, or you can keep the legs more vertical, or you can let your head rest and just keep the legs vertical. Pull your toes back for the second set of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to your feet and let your knees be wide. Now take a little bicycle in the air. So right now you're just circling your legs. If you want it harder, take your legs further away. If you would like to add on 6 bicycles, come up. Your arms can bicycle beside you, or for harder, they can cross your arms on your chest. Take 3 more. 2 and 1. Now a full body stretch. Now the right leg goes up in the air and the left leg stays low, and draw leg circles. 1, your ribs are down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 the other way. So here we go. 8, 7, 6, and I'm just offering a cadence. 5, you might need a different cadence. 4, 3, 2. Now hug the hamstring, but leave the leg in the air and point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. Draw circles and draw circles the other way. Now the other leg comes up. 8 leg circles each way. And the other 8. Now leave that leg in the air and point and flex, point and flex. Can circle and circle. Hands to the feet and hug. And then happy baby. Now this one is right hand to right foot or toes. Your left leg hovers off the floor. You're in a hamstring stretch plus an ab crunch. The modification would be leave your head down and just do the hamstring stretch. The other modification would be left hand behind your head slightly. Hold, inhale, lower for a moment, take your left hand to your left toes, stretch your right leg out and hover it above the floor. Come up if you're adding on. Hamstring stretch plus ab crunch plus leg hover. Now the modification would be just do a hamstring stretch. You're looking down at those toes. Good. 4, 3, 2, full body stretch. Inhale, left foot on the floor, right leg in alignment with your other leg or your other thigh. Now you could take an abdominal crunch, or you can come up 4 times, climb a tree, meaning you just get a little help from your hands. Now the other leg for 4, and it's okay if you just need to do a hamstring stretch as a modification or do a 30-degree crunch. You want to make this work for you. If you're having trouble coming up, try moving that right heel further away from you. Now, if you want to take it harder, both legs up, it's a teaser. You come up 3 times, up And then on the third one, you hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. Now let's grab a sip. Good job. Great job. And the next one is push-ups. Now, you can stand back up and do these on the wall. That's a modification. You could also do them in all fours. You could do them in your hands and your knees, but spread out like a modified plank. You could do them as a normal plank. Take about 15 here. The good form is more important than the number. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, good. 8, 9, shoulder blades are down the back. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Take a breather. We're going to do a second set of 10. So you can take a moment to rest. And then you can always change positions too. So we're going to do a second set of 10. So when you're ready, come out. 10, 9, 8, good girl. 7, yep, stretch it out between. 6, 5, good, Jean. 4, 3, 2, I like it. 1, and recover. And if you're doing a child pose, pull your toes under. It's going to feel amazing on your feet. And we're going to do some planks that are, it's called rotation pronation, which is funny to me. But basically, I'll call it 21. So you start your forearms. That's number 1. Now you turn side. That's number 2. Now you go front. That's number 3. Now you turn side. That's number 4. Now you turn front. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, lower down. Now this one is called swimming. So what we're going to do is take the right leg and the left arm higher. Now lower them and take the right arm and the left leg higher. Left arm, right leg, right arm, left leg. Now that's, let's check our neck. It's easy. You can continue. A harder progression is all the limbs come off the floor and you continue swimming. But you do it a little faster if you can. Now rest for a moment. Now see if your hands will go beside your hips, palms facing the floor. If they won't, flip the palms facing up. Lift up and breathe. Just your belly's on the floor. Maybe the top of your thighs. Now interlace your fingers, go up. If your hands don't interlace, just leave the hands beside your hips. And relax. Go up again. Now, if you can hold on to a foot, grab it. If you can hold on to 2 feet, grab them. Come up. Lower, and we're going to do either the other foot or both feet again. Come up. Lower your feet. Push up with your hands. Find a place where you feel like you can hold for 20. Swan. Inhale, exhale. You could take a child pose here with your knees wide for a belly diaphragmatic breath. I'm going to offer us a sip here too. So take both if you can. I want to offer Maldrasana, which is half sphere pose. The modification is on your forearms, so I'll show both. And then you take your foot back. That's a Maldrasana modified. The other is on your hand. And lower and come down. Good job. Now the first is forearm, or you could do on your hand. Then you put your foot back and you go up. And then you lower. Nice. Now this next one is called the flamingo. So forearms for most of us, but if you prefer hands, go for it. When you're in your elbows, forearms, pull your right knee under and hold that. Now take that foot back and take your other knee under and hold that. Put that foot back, right knee to left elbow and hold. Put that foot back like the left knee to the right elbow and hold. Now both shins down, hands on the mat. Take a cat-cow, which is just going to feel good, releasing, mobilizing. And then if you want the option of the beast, you curl your toes under. And then you go back to your shins, right leg up, left hand to right foot, and lift up. Bow pose in the table. Now the right foot comes down, the right hand goes to the left foot, lift up. Nice. Inhale, lower and let your forearms down. Now shift your hips up like you're a dolphin. Right leg up to the sky and hold. 10. Right foot down, left leg up, hold it up. In line with your torso if you can. Left foot down, lift your right leg up. Bend your right knee and pull it underneath you. Lift your right leg up again. Bend your right knee and pull it underneath you. Lift your right leg up again. And bend your right knee and pull it up. Now right foot down, dolphin. Left leg up. Pull your left knee underneath you. Lift your left leg up. Pull your left knee underneath you. Left leg up. Pull your left knee underneath you. Left leg up. Dolphin. Shins. Have a seat, have a sip. Have a seat, have a sip. Take your feet out a little wider than your shoulders. Open up your arms. Add a saw. I like to think about pulling your toes back. That's going to help with preventing shuffling and helping with balance. Don't worry how far you go or don't go. Just feel the stretch. Rotate first, stretch. Rotate first, stretch. One more. Now arms out, and you're still going to be planted in the pelvis, but you're going to go rainbow. Rainbow. When you go to one side, the opposite hip stays down. Now stay on this one side any way you need to, on your hand or your elbow. Breathe. You can rotate here too if you want. Find a great place or two or four. Go up and over. Place those feet together. Rotation. This is called the twist. Really good for posture and working the belly here. So just take 4 more. Keep the feet glued. 3, 2. Now we're going to put our hands down and hold a place. Open up your arms. Turn and hold that place. Yep, hands are down. Good, Jean. Now, if you would like to take a stretch forward, you can. If you would like to take another reverse plank, you can. So you can do both. We're going to join you in the first one, in the stretch forward, but I'm going to offer this. And those of you that want to add a leg 10 times, lifting 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, if you're going forward, you could lift and then exhale forward. Don't worry if you don't reach your toes, just gentle stretch. Another modification is bend the knees. Take the feet together and take a bound angle for a moment. Come back up and stretch your legs out and do the rack posture. Now add the heart lift. Elbows soft. Good, this is a great posture one. Now, you can stay here, but I am going to offer cow face. So if you would like to take cow face, one arm goes behind you and one arm reaches up the low back. Good. And you can sit any way you want. Nice. Now take the other arm position, cow face. If you have a tighter side, like your right arm, for example, just hold it a couple moments longer. It's okay with me. Now prayer pose behind you. You notice we're getting our hands and our forearms stretching in these too. It could be an interlace as a backup plan. And this one is an ulnar nerve, so take your thumbs to your first finger like goggles, flip your hands. Yep. 5, yeah, 4. Nice. And reach your arm forward and pull down. Reach your arm forward and pull down. Reach the other side of your hand, pull down. So you're getting both the top and the bottom of your arm. Yep. Oh, that one feels good. And then the other. Shoulders are down. Feel that one. Now we're going to take a hip opener. I'm going to offer that we do it on the ground. So if you need a pillow, go for it. Your right ankle's to your left thigh and your hands reach through. You could add some more ankle rolls here. And try your other one, ankle. Hand through your thigh. You can move some ankle and toes here. Now we're going to play around with this hamstring stretch. So lift up your leg and hold. You can move your ankle if you're craving that. Now that same leg that's in the air is going to slowly go across, 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 and it becomes a long-legged twist. Right arm out. If that's too much, just bend your knee or knees. Take an inhale and realign. Now the left leg goes up by itself, hamstring. If you would like to move your ankle or your toes or pointer flex, do that. That leg starts slowly going across and it goes all the way down towards the floor. If you can, left arm out, long-legged twist. And then both legs are going to go up on the wall or up on a block, your choice. So just take a moment to release all the tension from your body and let everything go and let your eyes close or soften. You're relaxed. Oh, that's too low, isn't it? You're relaxed, but just let the eyes be so soft or closed that it's a way to release tension. Let the breath get fuller. Let the breath get easier. Now take a moment to wiggle your fingers and your toes and to start coming up towards a seated position. And you're going to take your hands at your heart and breathe in as fully as you can and breathe out. Breathe in as fully as you can and let it all go. And one more time. And then just breathe however you want. Notice that sense of peace and quiet that's always inside, no matter what's going on around you. And that's what you want to calibrate to for your health and your wellness. When any transient acute event takes your calm, you can reclaim some of that power by coming back to calibrating with your inner peace. And whenever you're ready, come back into the room. And with so much appreciation, you did great. You already look stronger, Cheryl. Everybody's doing so good. Thank you so much. Bye, guys. Have a great day.